last week, after a hard fight and craziness of what went on during the festival, you decided to investigate the Burgermeister's mansion to see what was going on there. Uh, Sort of tried to sneak. Some people tried to sneak in. Some people actually did sneak in. Uh, Arden did provide a perfect distraction, and it's
As
probably
intended.
probably heard throughout the entire town of Valaki with the incredible stealth roll of a 0, followed by a charm roll of 1 to try to seduce the cook, who was none too interested. You sort of were going through the second floor. Didn't find too much, although you did find someone chained up in one of what looked like a closet sort of room, uh, who was like a shoemaker or something. That he'd said something bad about the previous festival and had been locked up and had been sort of tortured. You also found a mirror that was magical, and the spirit came out. To which Roland said the name Isaac, and the spirit sort of disappeared to do something, according to the lines of the mirror. And we finished up. Everyone had kind of gone up to the attic area, and you're just sort of in a small room by the attic. And we'll say Arden and Taya, you probably are joined up here as well. And Tanner, as always, is here but not here.
Rail was about to open the doors, so
Yeah. So we could say he opens the door and nothing happens. There's nothing bad using
not a
it.
trapdoor.
Yeah, it's not an issue. Let me pull this up so I can explain what's going on here. All right. So you open up and you've realized this is a large sort of storage area. It's full of old and forgotten things, draped in white sheets. Piled around them are barrels, crates, trunks, and old furnishings covered with cobwebs and dust. You see a clear footpath through the maze. So you see sort of tracks like along here around the junk.
Uh,
And they
Roll
look
before you
like
get too
human
far.
footprints.
Rolling. Do we
Yes.
want to just leave the? We've already set a trap with the potion for with his normal meal. Do we want to just leave and hope that things work out, or do you want to continue?
I want to verify he's even here.
Okay.
Okay.
So
So
if he's not here, I want to take the potion back.
Okay.
where is
Does this
everyone?
door,
What are they doing? Where are they?
does
Um,
this door have a keyhole?
Hold on. Where is everyone as Roland's kind of going through this footpath?
Still in here. I've learned from previous addicts not to walk through, so I'm staying behind.
Caleb, Taya, are you following like close
Uh,
behind Roland?
I'll be like 2 paces behind him. I definitely want. I'm not letting him out of my sight right now.
Okay. So be
inside the door.
all right, and so you are going to be by Roland, like by the far door over here, at the end of the footpath.
Yeah. So he's walked down the path that way. then I would be like here.
Okay. So you come up to the door, and you see someone has carved a large skull into the door, and hanging from the doorknob is a wooden sign that reads, "All is not well." You do hear a young man's voice from beyond, the other side of the door.
I'm gonna move
Oh
over
no,
to
no,
the
no! I
to
don't
the
care about the
doorway
keel.
right here.
I'm going to use minor illusion to imitate the cook, and have it say, "Young master, I have placed your dinner."
You don't hear a response. Like it seemed like it was loud enough to go through, like, but just no response.
Open the door.
Do you just open the door?
Does it have a keyhole that I can look through?
Um, Nothing that like you could kind of like really look through. It looks like it's not necessarily like locked, but it's
You know, just don't trust this door for some reason. It's got a skull on it.
Just tell him that you're gonna like leave the plate behind. I mean, he's obviously a nerd that just studies in an attic all the time. So maybe he's just gonna. Maybe this is what he's used to. Like he just stays in. The cook shows up. He doesn't come down to dinner. The cook just brings up his food, leaves it inside.
Hmm. What does everybody
Let's just
else
try and do
think?
that.
I agree with Caleb.
Okay, yeah. Then I'm not even gonna touch the door.
okay. So what are you guys
Wait,
doing?
what?
Hmm?
How do you get the
I
food
think
inside?
we're
if you're not
leaving this
touching the
room
door?
without touching that door or interacting with it whatsoever.
I don't think the cook typically like just breaks a window.
No. I mean, it looks like there's a spot where like stuff's kind of like left, some like empty trays like next to it, and ones that probably haven't been like picked up from the last day, but looks like he's usually kind of left to his devices and not disturbed.
Yeah, we have more pressing matters. We need to figure out Isaac.
Yeah. I say we head out.
We should check the mirror on the way out just to make sure my friend ain't back.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna take the footpath back through the junk carefully and head down the trapdoor.
Okay, and then you go back down the trapdoor. Sorry, I'm moving around the other thing that I can capture. All right, and you go in and you check the mirror, and the mirror looks like an ordinary mirror at this point.
Okay, he's still either busy or died.
I don't think the ghost died.
I mean, moved on.
Oh, sure.
No longer bound to this world, or he's still working on what I told him to.
Well, in that case, I'm gonna go
Should
check
we
on
finish
the.
checking the first floor before we leave?
I'm gonna go check on the cook that I knocked out. Make sure she's still alive.
I'm going to check this room down here real quick before we leave.
Can I? Is the cook still breathing?
Give me a medicine check.
Medicine.
Yeah.
My God.
You think she's fine?
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna go into this room.
All right. I closed out the
Looks
thing
like a
that
tiny-
explained all the rooms, so hold on. All right. So Roland, you are in the dining room. So you see a chandelier of wrought iron fixed with wax candles hanging above a polished wooden dining table. You see like room for 8 sort of people, and set for, it looks like frequently it was set for like serving like tea for other people like sort of around town.
Any plates or silverware that looks valuable?
Uh, not really. Looks like, it's better than
Burgermeister owes
like
us money.
common silverware, but it's not really worth that much.
Okay.
And then Arden, you are in the pantry, and it just contains shelves of foodstuffs. Although half the shelves are bare, you do see 2 barrels of wine standing against the east wall.
Hey, I would like to.
Yeah.
I would like to take those 2 barrels of wine. Just lug them over. These would be a good gift for the innkeeper.
Excellent.
Burgermeister's complaining about the wine shortage and still his own personal supply.
Yep. These are the Red Dragon Crush. So this is sort of the what was considered like the Wizard of Wines, which is the name of the winery, has 3 levels of wine. So there's the the wine there, the Red Dragon Crush, is sort of like the mid-level wine. I think it's like the purple grape the grape mash is the low-level wine, and that's what most people have been kind of like drinking. It's mostly what you've been drinking. There's very little, like, you haven't seen very much Red Dragon around, and there is a third like elite level sort of wine, but that is very, very rare. You don't see that very often at all. You've only kind of heard about it from a few people that used to like, I remember like being able to remember drinking this wine like years ago. Why don't you guys make it anymore? And you always hear that as to Darren, who kind of never really answers that question. So you found some mid-level wine.
Okay.
How about this room?
Oh, that room. Do I have that room half revealed? So that room is it's a preparation room. So white sheets cover 2 plain wooden tables in the center of this room. Neatly arranged atop one table is a complete set of polished silverware. The other table is covered with wicker baskets with turnips and beets.
Boring. I'm just gonna keep going room to room.
Okay. That looks like it's good silverware.
Ooh.
If you take the silverware, it's worth about 150 gold pieces.
I'm gonna throw that in the bag of holding.
Okay.
We're getting low on reserve money, and no one's here to see me steal.
No.
Hold on. Where's the bag? At?
And then when you go up into the room above, these are the servants' quarters. Contains 4 simple beds and a couple of plain trunks. There's nothing of value in any of there. It's really just kind of like their clothes and
I
other
wouldn't even
uniforms.
check for that because they're servants. They have it rough as it is. They don't need to be stolen from.
Yeah. Never steal copper.
Hey, Roland, did I hear you say you found the servants' quarters?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put down the 2 barrels of wine for a moment and pick up the cook and lay her down in one of the beds.
Okay. Plop.
Plop. And I go back and I pick up the wine.
And door number 3.
Probably
a closet.
It's just a coat closet. Is that what it is? There's one vestibule. Yeah, it's the coat closet. the coats and jackets and other sort of things.
Hey, check every door. You never know.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna walk right out the front door.
Oh, I made one grand entrance through the back door. I'll make my exit out the back door as well.
Alrighty. So where are you guys headed now?
I'm headed to the
I
tavern.
think Arden would really like the inn, given his burden.
Yeah.
Alright. So I'll move you guys back to the Blue Water Inn.
I don't know where else we could check. I mean, maybe the Wachter residence. Maybe we'll find a clue about Isaac, but probably not.
So you make your way back to the inn, and as Arden, as you come in, everyone looks at you. He's like, "Where did you find that from?" He sees the 2 barrels.
Don't worry about it. They're a gift.
Well, that is quite generous of you. I do appreciate it very much. I do.
A token for our delayed our delay our delayed adventure to the winery.
That is perfectly all right. I do hope that you do head off to the winery and check up on there. I am sort of worried since the delivery has been delayed. It's like
Actually, I was going to say to my friends, I know that we're right now. Isaac is lost to the wind, I'd say. How about we ask our dear friends here to keep their ears to the ground for any signs of our monstrous friend while we go to the winery to get their supplies for them.
Yes, of course. Anything I can hear about them, I will keep my ears open and my eyes peering forward. For
Even if it's not Isaac and our companion that seems to have been lost with him at the same time.
Please and thank you.
the dear Irina, yes, I shall keep an eye out for her. If I do,
We care more about her than him.
yes.
That's true.
I think
That's
most
true.
anyone would share that sentiment. But I will keep my eyes open as well as the rest of us. If she does seem to, she has a safe place here if she is found. But
I don't think he's going to hurt her. He just seems infatuated with her, and I don't know why yet.
Well, she is welcome here, and definitely would, if she makes her way back, we will keep her safe while we can. But I do appreciate it.
Thank you, Mr. Martikov.
Yes, of course.
Gang, shall we onwards?
You're off towards the.
Yeah.
So you guys are going to go towards the Wizard of Wines. Let's see.
Yeah, let's go there. We promised the man, and then I guess we head off to the tower for Tanner's friend. If we don't hear anything, I mean.
Right. So we're gonna go. We're gonna go main town of Alaki first. So you make your way to the gatehouse over on the west, which would head out towards the Wizard of the Wines. You guys have all your supplies, and you gather up, and you leave, and you're starting. As you're starting your journey, you see a man off in the distance on a horse who kind of comes up to you, and it ends up being
Octavia?
No. It is. I gotta get the name right. It's Aragal, the Vistani that you helped, whose daughter that you found earlier.
Hey, bro.
Mike, pause. CJ just joined. We can update him.
Oh, okay.
I'll do it real quick. Hey, CJ. CJ, we verified the son is in the house. Left him be. Stole 2 caskets of wine. Dropped him off at the inn, and now we're heading off towards the winery to where.
So we did the
ended
wine
up-
mission. Cool.
No,
We're
it's
heading
just
to the winery.
you found some wine in the Burgermeister's house. And
Yeah.
Okay.
Arden found some wine and, like a true person, stole it and gave it to the inn.
What was in the attic that I was going to explore?
looked like a bunch of
room,
junk.
and then
Damn. Okay.
A
I'm
door
hopping in
that
now.
a door that definitely we didn't want to touch.
Yeah, it had a sign that said like all is not well or something.
and a big skull. Craved
Oh,
it,
and a
carved
big
into
skull.
it. Yeah.
We all decided that since we poisoned the son's wine, we're hoping that will do the trick.
Clear up the problem.
I really wish you would have.
But
Okay,
we
cool.
did hear him in the house. He is in the house, so we know he'll come and check his food. And I used minor illusion to imitate the cook.
Housekeeping.
Housekeeping!
Food is here.
Let me fluff pillow.
Your dinner's ready.
I join you? Okay.
No.
Sounds good.
Anyway.
So you are just leaving town, and you see a man ride up onto the group, and it ends up being Aragal, who you remember from earlier, whose daughter you saved from the lake. Remember the guy that Caleb like Kentucky Fried with his lightning bolt.
Mm-hmm.
A little much.
Yeah. So he rides up. It's like, my friends. I'm glad I ran into you. I have a favor that I'm going to repay. So apparently there was some excitement in the city a couple of days ago.
About that.
You could say that.
Well, I would say that Lady Fiona Wachter was none too pleased with what you had done, in ways. She has put a hit out on your lives. In fact, she tried to. I was given an opportunity to take up the contract myself, but since you all saved my daughter, I declined the contract. But be aware, there are probably other Vistani that she looked to send this contract to, and they have no qualms about doing that sort of bidding for whatever money she did offer. So be careful.
Sounds like fun.
Yes, not all of them are as kind as I might be. Anyway, glad to see you again. Be safe on your journeys. And know that if you need rest and respite, you can always stop by our camp. And he
Can we?
Thank you.
You looking for some Dusk Elf action?
No, I more mean like he just said other Vistani would kill us. So can we actually go to the camp?
I mean, not Vistani from like his group, but like there's other sort like so there's two like semi-permanent encampments. Like there's the one with Madame Eva, and that's mostly because she's very old. And then there's the one south of Valaki that's like fairly large, and then the Dusk Elves are kind of there too. And it's sort of like it's not a full city. It's sort of like a semi-permanent like tent city sort of thing. But there's other groups of Vistani all over Barovia that are more like roving. Those Vistani are usually a lot more aligned with Strahd.
Gotcha.
From what you had sort of. So he kind of gave
So-
a warning.
Yes.
Yes.
Suggestion. We should go to the Wachter residence and solve this hit problem.
I concur.
Like, I really want to do the wine quest, but I really don't want people jumping us, and I don't really want to hurt, what used to be fellow comrades.
I concur. My good man, what was his name?
Aragal.
Aragal?
Mhm.
So Aragal, what is the bounty that she's put out for us by chance?
It was a solid. I mean, it was written on there 10,000 gold, but
Oh
Okay,
shit, I'll
whatever.
turn myself in.
Okay, never mind. That's helpful information, sir. Thank you.
yes. But it's like I also know how deadly you guys are, so I don't want to chance any of that. So you don't have to worry about it from me, but There are other Vistani that do like gold quite a lot.
So do we.
So just
Do you know if she's home?
usually the Vistani aren't in the city. Of course, there are ways for us to go in. From what I've heard, she is not currently at her residence. She is sort of laying low for a bit while, the chaos dies down in the city. She's probably not going to come back for a little while, and she'll try to really consolidate her power now that the Burgermeister is no more. And I don't know.
Yes, mobs are a terrible thing.
I don't know if that young Victor will take over either. He seems more, from what I've heard, more preoccupied with whatever he's doing in that house of his.
Probably masturbating.
He is of age.
I say we venture over to the Wachter house anyways, especially if they're not there. This might be a good time to also search the house more thoroughly.
Yeah, we might find out where she is, so we can at least 10,000 gold's a lot for a hit. That's gonna make our journey to the winery a bit more interesting.
Well,
Yeah.
it's not one hit. It's 6 hits.
Yeah.
10,000
so
per
it's 10,000 a head?
No, not per head. Just for the group.
You have to kill all 6 of us.
Yeah,
Oh,
for
still,
all
that's
6.
10,000 gold. That's a singular hit, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's a solid amount of gold.
All right, so you guys, you're heading to the Wachter residence.
Yeah.
Might as, yeah. I don't even think we sneak in. I just say we knock the door down and keep just roaming.
Agreed.
No subterfuge.
All right, I got.
There's a hit out on us. I don't think we play nice.
Nope.
Oh, hey, look, I found Irina.
We found her.
No.
Kill her now. Oh wait, you're talking about the other girl. I'm talking about Wachter.
Oh, where's my token?
There.
Oh, look at you. You're already in the house.
Oh yeah. Let me get rid of the cultist. Your shadow
Whee!
should be up here.
Mike did not have time to
somewhere.
prepare the Wachter house because we just blindsided him with this.
Yeah. So I'm gonna move her out, and
He was waiting for us to open that door. And
oh my
initiate
god! I
something.
wanted you to open that door so bad.
What was in the door?
Death.
Yeah.
The door had a glyph of
I'm
warning.
gonna go with a mage that can use, dimension door 3 times.
Trying to open the door would have done like 5d8 lightning damage.
Good call.
Mike, before I even
Yeah.
touch that door, I was gonna do a perception roll and take 10 minutes to chant identify spell.
Well, it would have had to been investigate.
Well, still, I would have done that, and I would have done detect magic on the door.
Yeah. It's a big glyph of warning.
Heck, dudes. 1, 2, 3.
I was not touching that door until after both of those were done.
Okay, am I missing anybody at the front door? Caleb.
He's inside.
Is he inside? Yeah. Okay. We're gonna put him back at the front door. She's out here.
Oh, she's in the garden.
No, I'm just moving her to the garden. And let me find the information on this.
Hey, Varel, I got a fun idea for you.
Yeah.
You ever kicked in a front door?
All the time.
Is it fun?
Excellent. Excellent.
Wanna kick in
Make
the front
sure to
door?
hit it where the lock, where the
No, I'm
door
asking
latch
if you want
is.
the honors.
What?
Do you want the honors of kicking down a door?
Sure. But for future references, never use your shoulder because you'll dislocate the fuck out of your shoulder. You want to take your foot and heel kick it where the latch and the doorknob meet.
Are you gonna kick open the door?
Oh hell yeah!
Make an attack with advantage. You can do it as like a weapon attack, so I'll give you like your weapon, so it won't be just like unarmed.
Weapon. I'll just do the short sword. Let me turn on advantage first.
Yeah,
There we go.
You can do your rapier attack with it.
Okay.
Or athletics. Do athletics with advantage.
Athletics with advantage. Okay.
Oh yeah, you just
Annihilate the door.
like just the door like swings open. You hear it like bang on the other side, and you just like turn around with like the smirk, and it's like a little flourish to kind of like let them in.
You're welcome. Oh.
So you pretty much show them how it's done.
I guess I'll start with this door right here.
Okay, so these areas right here. Is it?
The door's gone.
Yeah. These are closets, just sort of right by the entrance. It had the hide action instead of. So you're going into that room?
Mm-hmm.
That's not a door, is it?
No. You have to kind of go up into the stair area and then over.
Guess I'll go here.
So Arden, you were going to go up here first, right?
Yeah, right here.
Okay. So this is the kitchen. Nothing out of the ordinary here. You see like a wash basin, table, hearth, all
You
sort
missed
of.
the square right here because you walk through nothing.
It's a square. It's a tile as part of the kitchen.
Wanted to make sure. Like I'm assuming that.
Yeah. Roland, you were going into that room.
Oh yeah,
There's
I'm
the den. Wood paneling, embroidered rugs, colorful furnishings, and a blazing fire make this chamber stifling. Mounted above the mantel is an elk's head. Across from the hearth, you see tall, slender windows that look out over the gardens.
Yeah, after you, Rail. You were heading towards a good door.
Actually, this room contains some items of value.
Oh, it
Ooh,
does.
looting.
Yeah.
This room.
What else can I loot?
You can loot a golden goblet worth 250 gold.
Pause. Let me get the bag of holding.
Oh yeah, there's 4 things that will be looted in here. So
Golden goblet worth how much?
250.
450.
Yep, 250. A crystal wine decanter, also worth 250. 4 candelabras were made of electrum that are worth 25 gold pieces each. And a bronze urn with frolicking children painted on its sides, and that is worth 100 gold pieces.
Anything in there?
Okay, hold on. What was that last one?
And a bronze urn with children painted on the side, worth 100. So, golden goblet for 250, crystal wine decanter 250, 4 candelabras at 25 each, so 100 for
Is there
that.
anything in the urn?
No.
Okay.
It seems to
I'm
be
about to
empty
say,
at
if
the
there were
moment.
ashes in it, I was going to dump them on the floor unceremoniously.
All right, how about
Okay.
up here, Mike?
Bag of
let's
holding.
see.
Updated.
Thank you, Roland.
D.
Well,
Let's see.
I found the loot, so.
Ooh, do we have more wine?
Storage room holds crates of old clothing as well as 3 barrels of drinking water, 2 wine barrels, but they're empty, and 1 full wine barrel. And this is Red Dragon Crush. So it's another.
Hey,
It's
I
another
take the wine barrel.
Another barrel of the good stuff.
Oh, wait. We're about to go out of town. Caleb, you still got your horse, right?
Yeah, I always got Thumper well roomed and taken care of.
I think we should take the wine barrel and the water barrel and tie them up to the horse for our trip.
As long as no one rides on him, he can carry that much weight, sure.
Okay.
He's like a bit of a sturdy pack horse, so I don't want to abuse him.
Good thinking,
We
Roland.
will not thirst.
Yeah, right.
And what's in here?
It's a good way to make friends.
That is the pantry. There's some pantry stuff in there. You see
Besides, there's
some-
a hit on us. I say every time we kill someone who tries to kill us, we celebrate.
Celebrate good times.
If assuming Varel doesn't require just one cask of wine all to himself.
What's in this room that I'm standing in front of? Well, Arden just moved in front of me.
that
this room.
is
Assuming a kitchen. No.
Bedrooms.
servants' quarters.
that is the servants' quarters. So the furnishings of this room are bereft of imagination. 4 simple beds with little wooden chests.
And then the door here.
Okay. How about
And that...
this door?
Are those little chests in the closet here as well?
Yeah, just little storage chests. Nothing of value in them.
Okay.
Here, it's a little like vestibule for the back entrance.
And I guess I'll keep
Come
going this
in.
way.
Shall we venture upstairs?
And yeah, this little area is the servants' closet. So the servants' coats and aprons hang from hooks on the room, and the boots are neatly lined up against the wall.
Huh. Appears to be a hidden room somewhere eventually, but or is that just a wall? If he's not saying, we got to find it later.
Are you searching for anything?
You know what? I'm going to search right here for a door
Okay.
or a hidden wall or whatever.
Give me a perception check.
Arden, you're standing next to me, aren't you?
Oh, guidance.
Despite your best efforts, you see nothing out of the ordinary with that wall.
Well, I'm going
Got
to
it.
search behind this sofa.
Okay. Give me perception.
Hey, good roll.
Despite your best efforts, you find nothing out of the ordinary with that wall.
The entire wall or just behind the sofa? Specifically?
The entire wall.
Okay.
I'd say
I'm
that
gonna go with-
that perception score is high enough to say the entire wall.
Okay.
I'm going to go with that's a hidden staircase somewhere else.
Okay.
I say we go to the second floor
Onward.
Okay.
because I don't see anywhere else in the basement that we could have gone. So, but yet I feel there's more.
Wait a minute.
I'm going to second
I know where the entrance to that is. I'm going to go up here and I'm going to roll perception for a door in the closet.
Okay. Roll perception for a door in the closet.
Yep.
Very obvious, like now that you're actually looking for it, but there's a little secret door.
I
Alright.
still want to do the second
Going.
floor first because last time we went into the basement, we got attacked.
Yeah. Oh no, I wanted to verify that that was the stairs going
I
down.
also want to know if the husband's body's still there.
Same. All right. Let's go up.
Anybody
And
joining us? To the second floor?
you've seen where these stairs actually lead. So it was the second set of stairs in the basement
yeah.
area. Okay, if you guys just
Oh.
move straight up, you'll see the area that's lit up.
Oh, yes. Anybody joining us on the second floor?
I'll follow in.
Going upstairs.
I'm going to start with this door over here.
Okay. First off, you go up
Start
into
with
the
the door right
upstairs hall,
here.
and it's a hallway with with windows at each end, and it wraps around the staircase railing. You see framed portraits and mirrors on the walls surrounding you with judging looks and dark reflections. You hear something scratching at one of the many doors, and you hear that kind of right here.
The first thing I'd like to do is I'd like to roll perception, just checking out these paintings, see if there's anything special about them, anything magical or otherwise.
Okay. Roll perception. Nothing magical or secretive about the paintings, but just it's a lot of resting bitch face.
Based
It's a
on
lot of really judgy looks.
based on the lady of the house, I'm not too surprised.
Yeah.
Seems fitting.
Okay, and let's see. You are going to try. Roland, you're going to try this room.
Yep.
And this one is this is the master bedroom.
Hater.
The door's locked, but you're able to easily just pick that
I
lock.
bet-
I'm just gonna give it a gimme because it's probably like a 10, and I already.
I'm still gonna roll anyway just to see.
Yeah, that's more than enough. You like you just open it without even thinking. It's like one motion almost, where you're like you see it's locked and you're just like, well,
Oh, so it's like Caleb with his lightning lure. You just don't even think about it.
yeah, you just murder. Across from the door, you see there. It's where a fire normally would be, and there are a couple of coals, but it looks like it's gone cold like a while ago. And you see a family portrait hung above with a noble father and mother and 2 young sons and a baby daughter in the father's arms. The sons are smiling in a way that suggests mischief. The parents look like uncrowned royalty. You see wooden paneling covering the walls of the room. Closet and a framed mirror flank the curtained windows to the south. And to the north, a wide canopied bed lies pinned between 2 matching end tables with oil lamps. You don't see anybody in the bed, but you see it looks like there's something that had been laying there for a very long time, but is no longer there.
Anything of value?
There. Let's see. Are you searching anything in particular?
I'll start with the closet.
Okay. Give me a perception check in the closet.
Now I'm in the closet.
Closet looks nothing of value in there, just normal sort of like clothes. You see a ceremonial hood similar to one worn by the cult fanatics. Actually,
end
on the
table.
high shelf, you see a locked iron chest.
Yeah. Let's see how locked it really is.
Okay.
21.
All right. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
18.
Ooh. Okay. You're going to take 1 piercing damage and Jesus, 19 poison damage, but you are not poisoned.
Damn.
It was 2d10 poison damage, and it rolled a 9 and a 10.
Yeah,
Did that show up there? Yeah.
Yeah.
You did not check for traps. It was a poison needle trap. Like, so as soon as you went to pick the lock, a little needle just like popped out and just like poop, poked you with some poison. But you were not under the poison condition, so you're still.
I lost. I'm down about half. Just a little over.
You open the chest. It was easy enough to open the chest. It is lined with sheets of lead and contains bones. It looks like it's the bones. Has sort of like a little description on there of a man by the name of Leo Delisnia, who was an enemy of the Wachter family. He was one of the. He was an old enemy of the Wachter family that tried to betray and murder Strahd at a time before he became an immortal vampire. And his bones are being kept under lock and key so that he can't be raised from the dead as an enemy of Strahd.
That could be useful.
Although, with the sort of age that he is, the only way to bring him back would be via use of a true resurrection spell, which is a level 9 spell. It's only a very, very powerful... Because it's been more than a couple hundred years, you need a very, very powerful spell in order to bring him back.
What was his name again?
Leo Delisnia. Dilisnya.
Well, his bones are now in our bag of holding.
Sure. I'm guessing in the sheets and not just randomly just dumped in there.
Yeah. Politely in there, because if, say, Arden could bring him back at some point in the future, we may learn more things about Strahd.
If Arden gets to level 17 and has $10,000 worth of diamonds.
Oh. We'll get there.
Yeah. Once he reaches level 17 and has a shitload
We
of
could
diamonds.
pretend to kill ourselves and then have someone turn ourselves in, get the 10,000, then we do like a Romeo and Juliet thing, and then we wake up and then we murder
It's
the bitch.
not
then run off with
10,000
it.
gold. It's 10,000 gold pieces worth of diamonds.
Yeah, that's true.
And level 17 because it's a level 9 spell.
But I'm saying we could still get 10,000 gold pieces easily. We just got to do like a Romeo and Juliet fake death bullshit.
No, we just walk into her front door and be like, hey, yeah, we found us and we want the bounty.
Yeah, that works.
All right. So where are you guys going next?
I would like to go into the room I'm standing in front of, right here.
Oh, okay.
Double doors, how nice.
The doors are locked.
Can I try to kick him in?
Sure. Give me an
Cool.
athletics.
Yeah, let me take off advantage though.
I'll just look at the first one.
Oh, okay. La 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 la.
I don't even have
Athletics.
the ability to turn my advantage off.
24.
Yeah, you kick open the doors. This is a weird shaped room. So, boop. Reveal. Boop. Boop. All right, I'm doing this in pieces.
I love kicking open doors.
What the hell did we
All right,
find?
so this is the library, and the room is crawling with cats. Bookshelves hug the walls, but most of the shelves are bare. Other furnishings include a desk, a chair, a table, and a wine cabinet. The room has an irregular shape, and none of its angles seem quite right, although the shifting house has set the whole place on edge.
I try to befriend the cats. I like squat down and go and stick out my hand.
What's your passive perception?
My passive perception is, give me 1 second.
Mine is 17.
is 14.
Okay. You do notice that one of the cats has a little key around its neck.
I try to get that one to come to me.
Give
I
me
pull out like
give me an
bits of like
animal handling check.
animal handling. Yay! I love animal. Okay,
I'm gonna
animal
stay in the
handling.
door.
I'm proficient in that one, but I fucking
Seven.
shit bad on that one.
You're like
Shit bad on that one.
And as soon as like you get kind of close, like you smile and you show your pointed teeth, and the cat just like Like takes a swipe at you and kind of like tries to swat at you a little bit.
Vrail, which cat are you trying to get? Are you trying to get a hold
The one
of?
with the key around its neck.
Let's say it is.
Oh.
That one.
But I'm friend.
Okay. I use Mage Hand to pick it up, and I bring it over to Vrail. Here you go.
Let me hold on. Let me.
It's pissed off at me. I'm not grabbing it.
It's... All right. It's going.
You know
to...
what? Can I use sleight of hand through my mage hand?
Yes.
I'm gonna do that while he's trying to do that.
I'm gonna try an athletics check.
23. I'm going for the key, not the cat.
6 of trying to get out of the mage hand, or -2 with disadvantage. He's got a -4 strength.
Oh, poor kitty.
Like cats are not very strong.
Levitates off the ground, basically, and it's just like, what the fuck is happening?
Give me a sleight of hand check. Okay, yeah, 23. Yeah, that's fine. You're able to get this key off of the cat's neck. You don't see anything specific that this goes to right now. But
Doesn't
you know
look
it.
like the lock I just picked.
No, it does not.
You could put the cat down now. Poor thing.
Oh, I put the cat down, and I have the Mage Hand pet it. Give it a little
It's-
scratch behind the ears.
It's very confused. But eventually just kind of... Actually, give me an animal handling. Also. With advantage, because you're kind of using the mage hand. Oh, wow. Look at that. Advantage helped. It's confused, but strangely, like, kind of calms down. And like... Like, your mage hand, like, hits a spot, and it just kind of, like, starts purring and just, like, relaxing.
That's funny.
It's had a lot of stress.
Where's Taya at? We found a room full of cats.
Where is Taya?
Maybe she's one of the cats.
Sam is hacking up along, so she's staying muted. Taya is there, and she's just like, kitties!
I have
I'm gonna go
I have a
this
question for the
door.
group. Why are there so many cats in this room, and how were they surviving behind a locked door?
I mean, the door wasn't... I mean, it looks like there's spots of where food was
Try the
left out
doorknob.
and water was left
I just
out.
kicked the door in.
Okay.
Remember the daughter? She was acting like a cat, so I'm assuming to make her feel comfortable.
This might be a crazy notion,
More
but
interested
is
why it
there
doesn't
a
smell.
way that we could like see if any of the cats might like if the daughter's mind might be in one of the cats? Does that make sense?
A couple of you guys have speak with animals, right?
Taya,
Yes.
could
Talk
you
to these cats.
yeah, see if they know anything about the daughter?
Do you have it prepared?
I do actually.
Then, okay.
Does
So-
Taya have talk with animals prepared? Come on.
Well, it's a weird thing with like wizards are the only ones that don't need to prepare their ritual spells. But every other class, like if it's a ritual spell, they have to have it prepared. They can't just always cast it. But say like the talk with animals is kind of general. You cast it, you're able to kind of communicate with the cats. There are a lot of them, so surprisingly not a lot to say. They're cats. They're just kind of aloof. Like, meh,
Sounds like cats.
meow. But you don't get the sense that the daughter's mind is sort of in the cats, if that in one of the cats, if that was what you were kind of like looking for. It's like they're
Yeah.
the way they kind of are around here. They have like the run of the library.
Okay.
They're just sort of like they're fed, they get water. It looks like even though so far the mansion is empty, that the cats still have gotten like some food and water lately. So it looks like maybe one of the servants still kind of feeds them.
Okay. In
It's
that
also
case,
only been like a day and a half too.
Yep.
So
yeah. I'd like to
I'll check more.
carefully stepping around the cats. Just search the room. Like, is that more wine right over here?
yeah, that's wine, and then you have like bookshelves down and around here. So where are you searching specifically?
I am. Well, first I was looking at the wine.
Okay.
Hey, Roland, I've got some more goodies for the bag of holding. Are the wines good? I mean, like,
Meh.
yeah, they haven't turned to vinegar.
They haven't turned to vinegar, but it's not anything like special. It's not.
Hey, man, wine is wine.
Yeah.
So
It'll
yeah,
fuck me up either way.
Yep, I toss the bottles of wine to Vrail and say, "Hey, Vrail, toss them in toss these to Roland and put them in the bag."
As you look over,
I-
you see Whale like toss all but one into the bag and then just start like
Yep,
drinking.
that's
on the
exactly what I
other.
was going to say. I just
I
popped
know
the
you
cork
better
on
than
one
you know
and started
yourself.
Drinking.
I look at Vrail and I go, "Sure, you've earned it, buddy."
I'm just walking around with a bottle
and
like a
now I'd
fucking
like
pirate.
to investigate. I'd like to just search the bookshelf for anything interesting, any interesting tomes.
The shelves look pretty empty. Give me a perception check. Yeah, the shelves are fairly empty. You do see a couple of books here and there, some on the history of, like, family tree sort of history of the Wachter family. As you flip through it, it's just like boring, like, so-and-so begat this person. Just like a written history of the family going through, like, the hundreds of years. Interesting that it's that long, but...
I'll check this one over here.
Okay, give me a perception. Uh,
18.
18. And there, you actually... see a secret door that...
Secret door, secret door.
Secret tunnel
Secret tunnel.
Tunnel.
into a storage room. So you see a dusty 10-foot room with a curtained window and shelves lining 3 walls. On the bottom shelf rests an iron chest. The other shelves are bare.
Check it for
I'm checking
traps
it.
before.
Checking the chest for traps.
All right.
19.
There is another poison needle trap in this, but you're in sort of. Give me an investigation check.
You have my guidance.
Oh,
Okay. Even without the guidance, you know that that key that you picked up from the cat probably unlocked the chest without triggering the trap.
I used the key.
Okay. So it disables the poison needle trap, and you do not get fucked up again. You have learned your lesson. Inside the chest contains several items. All right. So, a silk bag containing 180 electum. So, what is that? 90 gold. So just say a silk bag with 90 gold. Each coin bearing Strahd's stern visage and profile. A leather bag worth 110 gold pieces. A wooden pipe that has been passed down through many generations of Wachter patriarchs. No value on that, just sentimental. But a wooden pipe, so
Yeah, I'm putting it in the bag because I like pissing off Wachter.
5 scrolls that are, as you look through them, you see these are notarized deeds for parcels of land given to the Wachter family by Count Strahd von Zorovich nearly 4 centuries ago. So it's got,
And now we have them.
yeah, so it's got like the mansion here, and then a couple other plots of land like near Castle Ravenloft, and like a place like sort of places that you don't quite recognize exactly where they are, but definitely shows that they do have some land like out and about. But these were titled directly from Strahd. You also see a
So 1 mansion and 4 unknown places.
yeah, a supple leather case containing an unbound manuscript titled "The Devil We Know," a poetic manifesto written by Lady Fiona Wachter, attesting that the worship of devils can bring happiness, success, freedom, wealth, and longevity.
Yeah, I'm not putting that in the bag.
Uh,
Is there a fireplace nearby?
A blasphemous treatise bound in black leather titled "The Grimoire of the Four Quarters," written by the infamous Diabolist Diavantes, who was drawn and quartered for his fell practice, yet did not die. This is actually a forgery, for the actual grimoire would drive the reader mad. And a very old letter to Lady Lavina Wachter, an ancestor, from one Lord Vasily von Holtz, thanking Lavina for her hospitality, loyalty, and friendship over the years. You have heard the name Vasily von Holtz before.
Yeah.
is that the brother of Aragol?
No. Vasily von Holtz was the man, if you remember, was the man that asked the coffin maker to get the bones and to hide the crates in his shop.
Ah. Damn, he lives a long time. Like the
And
Empire.
that seems like proof that Lady Wachter set up the vampires in the coffin maker's attic.
Well, you just have the coffin maker's word that Vasily, that he said, and the coffin maker is now, of course, dead.
Oh.
Is that a fireplace?
Sure. Yeah.
I want to take the 2 books and the letter, throw them in the fireplace.
And I cast Sacred Flame on them.
So you're going to destroy the 2 books and the letter?
Actually, no, we should save the letter. Probably should save the letter, but the books.
All right, but the 2 books. All right.
I look at on this desk to see if there's anything of note.
Make a perception roll. Nothing of note on the desk. Just some blank pieces of paper and some ink and quill and some like storage for the parchment that you would have like at the writing desk here.
Roland.
Yeah.
Is there any message we could leave behind to tell her to call off the bounty? Anything you could think of?
I might. Hold on. Yeah, give me about 10 minutes.
Okay. I
I am
go.
going to use this parchment and pen after my 10-minute cast of illusionary script.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna look at this door.
And I'm gonna
down
leave
here.
I'm gonna leave a note using illusionary script that is for Lady Walker only. That says, call off the hit or we will find you.
It's just a storage sort of closet area. Okay, and where do you want to leave that note?
I was gonna leave it
the
right
front
back
door.
on that desk right there.
Okay.
Or maybe
Put it on
even better,
Put it on her bed.
what if
Put
you
it on
put
her
it in
bed
the
where
jewelry
harpoon used
box?
to lay.
What if you put it in that box that you found? And close the box behind.
Yeah, fine. We'll put it there.
Looks like this is I'm gonna guess this is the daughter's bed.
That is yes, it is. Let me look up the area. It goes like all over the place. It says Stella's room. The room is musty and dark. You see an iron frame bed fitted with leather straps near the wall with no other furnishing. So it looks like this was probably Stella's room, and it looks like Lady Wachter had taken Stella with her when they
And
left the premise.
Go here.
You can do roll. You can do rolling first.
Well, these two are the rooms, actually the
Of-
same number, of the other two sons, the brothers' rooms. The bedrooms contain nothing out of the ordinary. A neatly made bed, table with an oil lamp, and a wooden chest, and a slender wardrobe, and a window box with drapes.
What's here?
Oh, that just
I assume that's a window.
it's the window box. So just both rooms are very like bare, like nothing of value in there. It's kind of they sleep. That's where their
I wanna go
clothes
back-
are.
I want to go back to the inn
That sounds good.
because we got those 5 deeds that may tell us where she's hiding out. If one of those other places are nearby,
Good thinking.
you may know.
Yeah. It doesn't say, so I have to like figure something out.
I'll be back. I'm gonna use the restroom.
All right.
I'll allow it.
You could just say, "Nah, never heard of him."
All right. Blue Water Inn.
So I'm gonna talk to him and be like, "Hey, we had to make a pit stop on the way out because we were informed our lives are worth quite a bit of gold right now, thanks to a one Lady Wachter."
Arden, I'm guessing that you're giving the or do you have the extra barrel of? You're not
No,
giving
we're
it
putting
to
on
him,
the
right?
on the horse. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Huh. Bounty, you say? Well, don't worry about us. We're not going to try to capitalize on it. She
Well,
knows-
we decided to visit her at home. You can imagine she's not there.
Yes, she's
But
probably
When
laying
searching
low.
to see where she might have gone, so we can perhaps solve this problem to make our trip to the winery less eventful, we found these deeds. One is obviously her current mansion. But did any of these other 4 places ring a bell?
And it's almost like some of the lands are within the woods themselves. And it's probably not going to be like a great place to build, just because of everything that's sort of running through the woods and how dangerous it is. Although, if these lands were given by Strahd himself, he has such control over the areas that are his domain that someone could live there and be pretty much left alone. It looks like some of this might be like kind of around Castle Ravenloft too, and like sort of the shadows of the castle. But I don't recognize sort of the specific parchments.
Oh well, worth a shot.
Yes, I mean that one right there is definitely the mansion here in Vallaki.
Oh,
Oh, before I
well, we're off again.
before I forget, Roland, you seem a little banged up from That
Yes.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds as a first level spell for you.
Appreciate that.
So 6. Not much, but something.
That leaves me down 14 HP. That's good. I'm at 32.
That's kind of the most you've gotten hurt in a while.
Except for the cone of cold, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's head to the winery
I'm usually
and
pretty good about avoiding getting hurt.
keep our eyes and ears open for anybody looking for 10,000 gold.
Yeah.
Well, off to a winery, shall we?
So actually, I want to wait for CJ to get back for this. So as
Okay.
you're kind of leaving. One
Oh,
more-
are we about to get the first attempt on our lives?
No. But
Oh, damn.
one more plot hook.
Oh, are we being interrupted on the way out the gate again?
Not necessarily.
What is this, Skyrim?
One more quest for the log.
Oh, you're awake.
I saw a coffee mug that is black in color change, and when you put hot liquid in it, it changes the beginning of Scott.
I've seen
you're
that
awake.
one too.
I'm really tempted to get it.
No, what they should have done is printed it on the bottom before it got sealed. So when you're done drinking your coffee.
So, but I'll just say, like, as you walk out of the front door, you see,
The front door of the inn.
yeah, the front door of the inn. You see a man out there, like, kind of waiting for you. It is, what the hell's his name? Your buddy.
Rictavio or
Rictavio?
the thief?
No, not Rictavio. The other dude. Your other-
Bolinsky?
Oh, is it my thief friend?
He's no fun. He's no Bolinsky.
No, it's not Blinsky. It is. Why do I not have his name in front of me? Sorry.
That henchman from Lady Walker, right?
Yeah, that's the guy.
Hey.
Been looking for that guy.
Cool, we're back at the bar.
It's Ernest. You see Ernest as you
Ernest.
walk out of the door.
How could I forget a name like Ernest? I mean, he's gone to camp, saved Christmas.
You walk out of the door, and it's like, oh, I hoped I run into you. I've got
So
a
did
delivery
we, but
for you.
yours.
I've got a letter for you, folks.
From?
I don't know. A guy paid me a lot of gold. Paid me some gold to just give you a letter. Said that you should. It's very important that you get this letter. Some noble-looking fella named Vasily or something.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
Fuck it, I already have the lowest HP. I'm going to open it just in case it's trapped.
So he hands you the letter, and it's like, that's all he wanted was for me to hand you the letter. Nothing else past
Don't
that.
go nowhere. I have a question for you, but I want to read this letter first.
All right.
And you explode.
So you open the letter. The letter is a normal letter. It's actually, the seal is a one that you've recognized before. And it is the seal of Strahd von Zorovich.
Ooh.
And as you open the letter, you read the following text. My friends, know that it is I that have brought you to this land, my home, and know that I alone can release you from it. I bid you dine at my castle, so that we can meet in civilized surroundings. Your passage here will be a safe one. I await your arrival. Your host, Strahd von Zorovich. And we will...
Yeah.
Okay.
And back, no thank you.
Let's go meet.
I don't think that was a request, to be honest.
So as a note, that is a you choose when you want to go see him for dinner.
Yep.
but it is an invitation. And it's also the promise as that the road to him, when you decide to go visit him, will be a safe one.
I would
Okay.
say we should take him up on the offer after we take care of the two things we said we were already going to do.
Agreed.
Because if we haven't found Irina by then, he probably knows where she is.
There.
Yeah. I have a feeling he wouldn't have sent this letter if he hadn't found her.
I wouldn't be surprised if she's already there and Izek took her there.
Yeah.
That sounds extremely likely.
So, are you guys?
well-
Anyway, Ernest.
Let's
Ernest.
head to the winery.
Oh, you wanted to ask
Ernest.
Ernest.
That's right, Ernest. Yeah.
Yeah. Ernest, have you seen where that Wachter woman got off?
No. I know I know you folks, she had gotten herself locked up due to some of this stuff with like cult nonsense. And, of course, a lady like her and her abilities, she was out of there pretty much later that night, early morning or whenever. Probably laying low while there's so much chaos in town. Good time for me. I stand to make a couple bucks here and there while things are going pretty crazy, but probably guess she'll be back as things sort of calm down and she vies her way to power. I don't think that the Victor boy is going to really... I don't think politics is his thing, and he really wants to chase that down. And there aren't any other families as powerful as she is, even with this bit of weirdness and snag sort of going on. She'll be able to take this chaos, and she'll probably be in charge of Valaki within the next couple of weeks or months.
Will she now?
Probably. No other family that's powerful enough to...
If you see her, can you give her a message?
Yeah, what would that be?
You let her know that the mobs are not what got the Burgermeister. And that's it.
I'm sure she probably knows, but... Anyway, I have some other things to attend to. Well, you know, things to fall off trucks, wagons.
I'm sure where the mob did damage, there was plenty of
Plenty of
Interesting
opportunity?
freedom.
Yes. And you see him, like, sort of stroll off as he's kind of whistling a little to himself. He seems to be in a pretty good mood. You take a closer look at that letter. Anyone wants to do an investigate on the letter?
Yeah, I will.
There's sort of a little bit of, like, there's something, like, as you look at the letter,
oof.
there's something about it.
I left guidance on.
You don't notice anything. Neither of you two notice anything in particular. Caleb, if you want to investigate.
With my guidance. Good job, Taya.
Okay. Let's see. Vrail and Caleb both do an investigate.
Yeah, I'll do it right now.
Okay.
I forgot to click it.
Cool.
There we go. It's probably not gonna be great because I have 0 investigation.
Yeah.
I got 12.
So Taya's the only one that kind of notices. Like, she's looking at the letter, and she kind of goes, hey, his handwriting's, like, the exact same as that, like, Vasily guy's from, like, the other letter that we saw with Lady Wachter. And when she points it out, like, you take a look, and you realize the handwriting is the exact same.
Knew that letter would come in handy. Glad we didn't burn it.
Ah, so this was a trap.
Or that Vasily and Strahd are
Vasily
same
is just
person.
pseudonym.
Vasily is Strahd.
Same.
What's that?
Well,
One and the same.
Yeah. Vasily is just like an alter ego of Strahd.
I mean, if I was Strahd, I would definitely want an alter ego to walk around town in because no one would want to talk to me if I was regular Strahd.
Strahd Light.
Try.
all right. Shall we head to the winery?
Yes.
You had me at winery.
Okay. So
Why do I just see Varel walking behind the horse just with his cup? Yeet. Yeet.
he's got the whole bottle of wine that he's kind of.
I'm sure
Yeah,
that
probably.
wine's
But
good.
I would say I'm about halfway through it. I'm drinking it sparingly.
So you are there, and you are making your way to the Wizard of
How do you do that?
Wines, which is W. So,
Armina's back.
yeah, that's just the placeholder.
We
minute
just
token.
we see her in every person every woman we pass. We miss her so much. We see her in the face of every young adult woman.
Right.
We miss her so much.
So you're following along the old Svalich Road. After some time, the you kind of split off from the main road to a subpath, and after about a half mile, the road becomes a muddy trail that meanders through the woods, descending gradually until the trees part, revealing a mist-shrouded meadow, and the trail sort of splits. One branch heads west into the valley, the other south into the dark woods. A wooden signpost at the intersection points west and reads Vineyard.
To the
So,
west.
Yep.
Where are we? Right here?
yeah, right there.
Okay.
You travel along the trail without any sort of issues along the road. As you travel like towards the vineyard, a light drizzle begins to fall. Unpainted fences blindly follow the trail, which skirts north, sprawling vineyard. The vineyard sort of sprawling north and south towards a stately building. The fog takes on a ghostly form as it swirls between neatly tended rows of grapevines. Here and there, you see rope-handled half barrels used for hauling grapes. North of the trail is a large stand of trees. You see a man wearing a dark cloak and a cowl standing at the edge of the trees. He sees you, and he beckons over to you. He sees, he's like,
walk,
very,
yeah.
like, surprised to see you, but then just kind of,
Yeah, I'll walk over there.
okay.
Oh, will I?
Okay.
Yeah, I'll walk up to him. We're near vineyard. We're near vineyard. That could be the winemaker. I could be friends with him.
So as you get closer, you see it's not just one person, but it's a group of people. And they're like, quickly, over here, near the woods.
Okay, I move towards the woods.
What are you guys doing out here?
We came to investigate why there's no wine.
Well, it could be good timing on our part. Possibly on yours, maybe not on yours, but I'm glad you're here. The vineyard's in
We
trouble.
didn't expect it to be an easy problem.
Few are. Let me introduce myself. My name is Adrian Martikov. I'm the oldest son here at the Wizards of the Wine. It's our winery. This is my father, Davian. My younger brother, Elvin. His daughter, Stefania. And Dag, Stefania's husband. In total, you see about 9 people, and you see some like younger kids there too. And it's like we're having an issue with at the winery. And Darian, like the sort of the head of the family, is an older man. Like definitely looks like grandpa. Sort of, he's the grandfather look. He's a little hunched over, like wide eyes, a little, almost like long, kind of hookish nose. And actually, am I explaining him right? Oh, there's no picture on him. Okay. Oh no, there is. Ha ha. Yeah, let's show this. Let's show this son of a bitch. It is Davian Martikov. It's just sort of like old man. He's got some decorations of like feathers on there, and he's like, "Yes, yes. These evil druids and blights have attacked the winery and forced us into refuge in the woods. They've been. I think they might be trying to do something with the stock that we have, and I don't know. It's pretty bad.
How many?
It's a lot. I mean, the little twig blights don't take much to kill them, but there's just a whole bunch of them.
Sounds interesting.
The hard part is you don't see them until they attack. They're pretty invisible until they start moving towards you. It's like, and it's not just them, but it's those druids with them. They're from. I think they're trying to destroy the winery. They can't destroy the winery. It's been around for too long.
Be a waste.
Yes.
How many druids?
It could be 3 or 4 of them. I don't know. So how did you know there was trouble? How did you know there was trouble here?
We
were
stayed
just
at a
passing
nice inn
by.
in Valaki.
Or that.
And they were concerned that their wine wasn't coming.
Yes, he would be concerned that his wine isn't coming. He's concerned for his father. Ah! And you see Adrian kind of steps in. It's like, Father, sorry, when it comes to my younger brother, why do I... Sorry, I'm bad with names. Like, going back.
Worst DM of all time.
Yeah. Erwin. That's like, when it comes to my brother Erwin, my father is still angry. He's not on best terms. The two of them are not on best terms. Erwin's not... we're not going to go over family history right now, but...
Well, if it helps, he did give us incentive to come here. Not just asked us, but he actually we exchanged something to come here.
he just wants it.
Hired.
You just hear in the background, he just wants his wine! It's like, Father, yes.
Why?
Father and Erwin have... Father is still angry. But
You don't say.
it is not my
either
place to
way-
say exactly why, but...
Either way, your wine is delicious, and it would be a shame if it were to be no longer made. So we would like to help you with your problem, regardless of who sent us.
Yes, of course. I mean, the winery is just down the road, and there's... I mean, we have a couple of barrels that are ready for the shipment to Valaki. They're the 3. They're in the loading dock. So once you take care of whatever in there, the wine is there and prepared to go back.
Sounds like you need to check it before we go back.
Well, we they're they're inside the winery and possibly a bunch outside as well. So we just have to. It's too many for us, but you guys might be able to take it.
I mean, my friend here with the pointy teeth would be pretty pissed off if he couldn't get more wine.
You bet your sweet Bippy.
Yes, whatever Bippy is. Anyway,
And our cleric isn't exactly sober either.
definitely would appreciate your help. The winery is sort of just down the lane a bit. You just follow this path and you'll lead straight to it. You just be careful.
Well, do we want to charge in, or do we want to actually do anything?
I'm ready to go.
I'm sorry, I got
Yeah, I
distracted.
agree. I just say we walk down the road, and I mean, 3 or 4 druids with the little twig things. We've seen them before.
Let's try talking to the druids before attacking them. Perhaps there's a reason that they're.
Okay, fine. I'll let you talk to them. You can try.
I'll do my
I'll
best.
stay in the back. I'll stay in the back.
Damn it. Okay. All
I
right.
got your 6.
So
But don't get ahead of yourself. Don't attack until we actually decide to.
So as you continue towards the
I'm
winery,
gonna let
me rolling.
I'm talking to Roland. We need to all
okay.
be of the same mind here.
Yeah, no, I'm letting him talk. I'm just saying that if someone comes from behind with ill intent,
Sure. Yeah. Watch our 6.
right. So you guys head out
they have those little twig thingies.
towards the winery, and as you go along, you kind of see the winery come into view. So it's situated in the midst of the vineyard. You see the winery. It's an old 2-story stone building with multiple entrances, thick ivy covering on every wall, and an iron fencing along the roof line. The trail ends to an open loading dock on the ground floor. You see a wooden stable of more recent construction attached to the east side of the winery, next to the loading dock. And west of the winery is a sort of looks like a crumbling well and wooden outhouse. So as you approach the winery, you hear a rustle of dead vines all around you, and you see inhuman shapes emerge from the vineyard, their limbs crackling as they trudge forward through the mist and rain.
And where are we on the map again? Right here.
So you are right here.
Okay.
Like you are at W.
Okay.
So right now, I'm actually going to put you. It's not exactly the winery, but it's going to be based on like how you want to actually play this. And I set these up wrong earlier today, so that sucks. It's the wrong type of enemy.
Need to zoom in.
So I am going to put you guys. Sorry,
You're good.
the enemy that I set up, and I'm looking. I'm like, oh, it's the wrong type of enemy. So you guys are kind of set up here. Arrange yourself how you're kind of on the road. Assume down here is the entrance to the winery, and then
Down where? Past the fork or?
at the very bottom. At the very bottom is the entrance to the winery. So this was the closest thing I had.
That's fine.
And you say, like, these are the vineyards sort of coming out, and you see way off in the distance. Actually, let me. The object level, I have to. You see some needle blights appear. And. 3, 4, 5.
some.
Yeah, this is why I was upset. Because I need like so many, and you see a group of 30 needle blights appear, and they are currently about 120 feet from you.
Hit probably stopped his heart.
Are you reading about the Monday Night Football thing?
Yeah, what's happening right now?
Hold
Yeah.
on. I'm going to redo this because it took a second and all of the turns came on. I need to clear these off again. All right. All right, everyone put on. What happened with Monday Night Football?
One of the Buffalo Bills got hit and it stopped his heart. Damar Hamlin stopped his heart. They had to do CPR for 9 minutes. Looks like his pulse has returned and his fingers. So if everyone's fingers
an
crossed.
AED, and they suspended the game in the first quarter.
So the game was stopped. Good.
Jesus.
That sucks. That's really tragic. Oh, let me do that.
That's pretty crazy.
That's pretty scary.
That's the second scariest thing I've seen in like a professional game.
God, my
The
initial
worst was a hockey game where like the goalie, like the skate like cut his jugular.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
if only
man.
because one of the trainers was like an army medic that actually like jumped on the ice and just like grabbed his neck to stop the bleeding.
Huh.
And of course, the first thing like after he like got to the hospital and they stabilized him, the
He's
first
like,
thing he
"We
asked
win?"
is like, "Can I play tomorrow?"
Oh my god. What a
Hockey
player's
players,
another
man.
breed, man.
Fucking hockey players.
I'm okay for tomorrow, right? All right, is that everyone?
I will
I
say,
rolled like ass.
so is this a long battle or an easy battle?
You got a hard stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Wanna
can
look
do
forward
like
to this
a
combat
round.
starting next session.
We can start it next session.